Hi guys, welcome to yet another lovely episode of the Clear View podcast. I'm your presenter, Eustace Chandakaputula, aka International Managers, and this episode is brought to you by Laminate Media. Okay, today is going to be a tough day in the office. I'm going to be grilled because I'm giving my top 10 Zambian EMCEEs. So, as I always say, the list is subjective. It's according to my personal preference, according to how I evaluate it and how I listen to music. Okay, wow. Let's get straight into it without wasting much of your time. Okay, so basically hip-hop is broad. Like, we can spend an entire day talking about the roots of hip-hop, where it started from and whatnot. So I don't want to bore you with that story. So I'll just give you the 5 criteria I use to choose my rappers here and the ranking, like to rank them in the respective positions I ranked them. Okay, so the first criteria is lyricism. Under lyricism, we've got punchlines, double entendres, triple entendres. This simply means you say one word, that means 2 different things or 3 different things, but it's just one word. Okay, then we've got metaphors, hidden meanings. Wordplay, like you're slick, and then there's also storytelling, like an MC's ability to tell a story through music. That's storytelling. A notable example is Nas. Nas is very good at storytelling. Eminem, you heard the song Stan, like one of the biggest hip-hop songs ever, so good at storytelling. Then the second criteria is the delivery, the flow patterns, the rhyme schemes, the cadence, and the energy. By cadence, I mean the voice, the way someone says something. So that's what cadence means. Energy. A good example of a rapper with so much energy and passion is Tupac, with no further ado. And then the next criteria is the catalog, like some call it discography, depending on where you come from. So catalog is simply the number of albums and the number of EPs and how many classic albums are there on their list. You can have a good album, average album, and then there's a classic album which has no skips. And then the next criteria is cultural impact, like what influence do they have on other rappers? Like, do they want to sound like them? Do they want to look like them? That's what we mean by cultural impact. For example, everyone wanted to have a nose ring because Tupac had a nose ring, so that's the impact he had. For example, kids drink Sprite and codeine, they call it lean because Lil Wayne made it famous and Future took it forward because he made it cool. So that type of culture. For example, personally, I love wearing Timberland. Those are my favorite shoes. Why? Because Tupac wore them, Nas wore them, like they're part of hip-hop. Even this group called NWA and that's Niggas with Attitude and the Wu-Tang Clan, they wore Timberlands a lot. So I wear Timberlands because of that. So cultural impact. And then the last criteria is the longevity. Like, how long have they been in the game and how long have they been consistently delivering the goods to us, the fans, the goods. Yeah. Okay, so those are my 5 criteria. Let me start my list. Okay, so in at number 10 is the Lusaka EMCEE. It's no other than Tommy D. Tommy D has a lot of energy, sleek wordplay, and I think he's one of the most authentic rappers on this list. Like, you can tell that this man is born and bred Lusaka. Like, he represents Lusaka. Like, I just listened to one of his songs. I know this guy is from Lusaka. This man is from Lusaka. So very authentic. And one thing in hip hop, you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. You can't sing about Benzes and Bentleys when you ride a bicycle. It doesn't make sense. So yeah. So Tommy D made rapping in vernacular cool. Like, so he has an impact. Like, Tommy D paved the way for Slap D to actually have a career. That's how I put it. So it was Tommy D first. Like, Slap D was sounding so similar to Tommy D in the beginning that he wasn't signed at Slim Beats. Only Tommy D was signed because they sounded similar. Like, it happened. So that's impact. So he has cultural impact. So the number 10 befits him. Number 9 is Crisis, aka Chisenga, Mr. Swagger. He prefers to be called Chisenga now. Okay, on this list, Chisenga has the best enunciation of words. Like, this man pronounces words like, wow, like, you can learn English just by listening to his music. So he's got a strong cadence as well, strong delivery, I beg your pardon. good wordplay, cultural impact. Like on this list, he was the first Zambian to release a hip hop album in 2005 entitled Officer in Charge. That album is a banger, it's a classic. To this day, it sounds nice. So, cultural impact, he paved the way for people to release albums in rap. Because remember where we're coming from? It was Kalindula, Rumba, like people were not listening to Zambian music. So Chisenga was the first man that released an album in hip hop, like full hip hop, yeah. Tracks from the album include One Day featuring JK. I don't know if you remember One Day. It's from that album. And one thing you guys don't know is that Chisenga is also a producer and a songwriter. He produced the first album, if not 2 albums, for Black Imuntu under Mondo Music with Joe Chivango. So he was part of the writing process and the production, in case you didn't know. So he's a pioneer of Zambian hip hop. You can't talk about Zambian hip hop without Chisenga. So whoever talks about it and does not mention Chisenga, then your list is void, now and void. Yeah. In at number 8, wow, it's no other than Bobby East. This man defied the odds. Like his career has just been something else. Like it's a true story of resistance and determination, not letting anything weigh you down. I won't get too much into detail, but he had a scandal, but he came out triumphant. Like other people, if they went through such circumstances, probably the careers would have been dead. But Bobby East came out stronger. Yeah, stronger, guys, stronger. Yeah. So Bobby East, he's got a strong cadence, he's got mic presence, and he's got quite a great catalog. I feel like his catalog is one of the most underrated catalog. I don't know how people listen to music, but he's got a great catalog. Why? He's got 2 classic albums. Like B East is a classic album. Vanilla, top notch. Like his production is always ahead of his time, and Bobby East has got an ear for a hit. Like his albums, especially Vanilla, all the songs are nice. You can't skip them. Like Vanilla was released in 2017. Play it today, it still sounds fresh, classic. So kudos. Like he deserves probably to be a bit higher on this list, but because of the catalog, he takes too long to release music. Yeah, so that's why I put him on this list, because he only has 2 albums. I think 3 albums plus Banga Bros, B East, Vanilla and Banga Bros with Nes Dog. So for a career that's spanning for like, how did he start rapping? I think I was around 2011. This is 2025. So that's a very long time, but he only has 2 classic albums. So that's why he's on number 8. Number 7. This man has the most unique cadence. His rhyme schemes are very intricate. Like it takes time for you to understand, but he sounds different. He just sounds like himself. No other than Sam Sakala, Dope G from Zone Farm. Like whenever this man features on the track, he never dies. He always delivers. Like he always comes out on top. I've never heard a whack verse from Dope G. Like for me personally, he's one of my favorite rappers. I love the way he flows and the way he raps. In at number 6 is Zambia's most loved rapper, Zambia's most commercially viable rapper. Though he had a scandal with the bank, I want to mention recently, but he's still the most loved rapper. Whether you're from Lusaka, you're from the Copper Belt, you're male, you're female, you're hardcore, you're not, everyone just loves him. Like he's lovable. It's no other than Chef 187 in at number 6. So Chef has got a strong catalog. I think he's got 5 albums. Sopamo, Amnesia, Heart of the Lion, Bon Appetit, Broke No Lunkumbo. 5 classic albums, like in a short span. I think he's done it for a decade. I think almost 10 years or 10 years plus. He's done 5 great albums. The goodness with Chef's albums, they get better with time. Like for example, his first album is not better than the second album. The second album is not better than the third album. The third is not better than the fourth. Just like that. Like his albums get better as he releases. Like Bon Appetit, classic album, no skip. Amnesia, classic, the bangers there. So he's got a strong catalog. I think on this list he's got, if not the strongest catalog, maybe he's second, but he should be number 1 on the catalog. Delivery, his flow and cadence has improved with time. It has aged well like fine wine. Like he's improved. Like his flow is not the same as when he started rapping. So he's evolved. He's evolving all the time. He's one of the best scientific minds we have. So yeah, and he commercialized rapping in Bemba. He made it sound cool. So he's at number 6. In at number 5 is Muzo aka Alfonso. This guy can rap, he can rhyme the entire alphabet from letter A to letter Z without reading, and he won't stop. Like, this guy has got punchlines, he's got metaphors, double entendres, like, this man can rap. Like, he can rap, like, he was born to rap. Like, if circumstances were different, I think Muzo would have been the best rapper in Zambia, but things don't always go our way. But this guy can rap. Like, to me, Muzo is synonymous to Pro Kid from South Africa. Rest in peace, Pro Kid. Like, the way they put Pro Kid above, like on number 1 on every list, like he's the most authentic rapper. That's what Muzo is for Zambia. Top-notch MC. Top-notch. In at number 4, growing up, if you asked me who's your favorite rapper around 2006, 2007, 8, I would tell you it's Slap D. So in at number 4, my favorite rapper is Slap D. Slap D commercialized hip-hop. He made it a business. He made it a brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made it more professional. Let's not take anything away from the big man. Like, he raps in multiple languages, multiple linguals. He's linguistic, in short. His delivery is always flawless. Lyricism top notch. He always stands out. His longevity, he's been rapping for a long time. Like, his song in this thing for a long time. Yeah. Like, he's been rapping since 06. I think I remember I was grade 6. So you can calculate. I won't say my age. So I've been listening to him for the last, decade or so. Decade plus, maybe 2 decades somewhere there. But he's still relevant to this day. Still stands tall. Like, Slap D, I don't know if this is controversial, but you remember the Kopala Lusaka beef? Slap D gave Maketu a platform to actually, be heard and be known. As a result, Chef Wine and 7 also jumped on it. So if we're talking about cultural impact, Slap D is the culture as well. So without that beef, we wouldn't have known Maketu and Chef. So big up to Slap D. So he's the one, like, top notch. Catalog, he's got good albums. Black and White 1, Black and White 2, Black and White 3, I think True Story, The Business, classic albums. Sembe Sevens are classic albums. I think 6 albums or so. Like, very good album. Very good albums. I resonate with them most of the time. So, yeah. In at number 3, this is the newest rapper. Like, he's the youngest on this list. Like, guys, they say age is just a number. Like, for his age, I think he can rap circles around many rappers in the industry. Like, he's been very consistent during this short time frame, a short period of time, very consistent. He's always brought his A game. He's versatile, he can rap, he can sing, and he's already creating his own hip-hop sound. We call it Trapindula, like a mixture of Kalindula and rap. Like, Kalindula is who we are. Like, these are our indigenous sounds. So it gets the indigenous sounds, places it with Trapindula. So he's the face of the new age rap in Zambia. He's teamed up with Legend Son. So wow, like, very consistent. Like, he's got a classic album already, Killer Instinct classic album, and he's got, I think, a series of mixtapes. I don't know if it's EPs with Legend Son. Very good music. Like, whenever he raps, it's refreshing. Like, he's got the punchlines, the delivery, everything you can think of in a rapper. He embodies it. So with time, probably Killer will be the best rapper in Zambia. But for now, I'll put him on number 3. In at number 2, probably this is one of the most complete rappers Zambia has ever seen. Like, he's lyrical, his delivery, he's got the best cadence in the game. Actually, I love his cadence. Like, it's the best. He's got longevity. Remember Vitumbua? Mama, our manners are very poor. Something like that, guys. Let me not embarrass myself. So he did Vitumbua in 2011. It still sounds cool. So that was just him trying to fit in the game. But when he means to rap, this man can rap. Like, his flows are unpredictable. Rhyme schemes are unpredictable. So he's a very complete rapper. It's not than Critic. By the way, he's also done work with the late Double HP. May his soul rest in peace. So for me, Critic is one of the most complete Zambian rappers. I put him on number 2. He does have a catalog too. There's Imiti, Kulam, and other albums as well. So yeah, hope to hear more from Critic though. In at number 1, this one is arguably the best rapper ever to come from Zambia. Dead or alive, I always put him on number one. Tim. People say he's a gospel rapper, but to me he's number one, like in terms of technique, the cadence, the rap, the punchlines, the metaphors, the storytelling. Shall understand. Just listen to his latest album, Sonda, released I think a year ago. Like we spoke of storytelling, huh? Like he's got a song on the album entitled Judas. Judas, he raps from the perspective of Judas. You know the Bible story of the Judas selling Jesus Christ, but he raps it from the perspective of Judas. Like what's going through Judas's mind when he's doing what he's doing. To me, the only rapper that can pull off such a stunt and get away with it, like he was rapping for 8 minutes, no chorus, guys, but you're still entertained, you're still glued, you're still listening to him for 8 minutes straight. The only rapper who can do this is Eminem. He did a song entitled Stan. We all know how big Stan is, and he's done a song entitled Darkness, where he raps about suicide bombers, but he raps from the perspective of the suicide bomber, not the victims. But he still manages to keep us intact, like we are still glued to the song. Whew. The wordplay, the flows. I think the way Tim raps has to be studied. As a case study at the University of Zambia, should they decide to bring a course entitled Music and Rap, study Tim, guys. Every new rapper in the industry wants to join, listen to Tim, study him, and you have a good career. Okay, my honorable mentions, who I didn't mention on the list, because sometimes I'll change my list, I'll add these people, I'll interchange with one of the names there, but definitely Tim will always be there, Critic is always there, but the other names maybe they'll interchange. But honorable mentions, Makitu, MK Makitu, he's got the sickest rhyme scheme in the game, like this man can rhyme, like very, very dope. TAP, the king of bars, I won't say much, as his name states, the king of bars. Then there's Drifter Trek. This man can also rap. He's got punchlines for days. This is the future of Zambian hip-hop. He just needs a bit of catalog. He'll be on number one. One day. Very good rapper, dope. J Cash, people in Lusaka love him. Currently, I'm enjoying this one's music too, J Max. So that was my top 10 Zambian rappers. Oh, I forgot one name. Kamster. Kamster is a legend of the game too. He was with Crisis in Diamond Chain, and one thing about Crisis, one thing about Kamster is that he releases dope albums. Like Kamster knows how to release an album. Like he keeps you in check. Like his albums are always cohesive bodies of works. Like they're beautiful to listen to, like from start to finish. Like he tells stories from his perspective. He raps and very nice. Like you will never be bored when you listen to a Kamster album. So that was my top 10, guys. This episode was brought to you by Laminate Media, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till the next one, peace.